Morning arrived without announcement, the way it always did here, softly, almost shyly, slipping through the paper-thin curtains and resting on the wooden floor. The room was still cool from the night, carrying the faint scent of earth and dew that crept in through the slightly open window. Outside, a bird called once, then again, testing the air as if to make sure the day was ready. I lay still for a moment, listening. The house was quiet, but not empty. It held the gentle breathing of sleeping rooms, the familiar creaks of wood adjusting to warmth, the low hum of a world slowly waking. There was no reason to rush. There never was. When I finally rose, my feet touched the floor with a soft thud, toes curling slightly against the smooth grain worn down by years of mornings just like this. I folded the blanket neatly, smoothing it with my palms, and opened the sliding door wider. Cool air brushed my cheeks, carrying the smell of wet grass and distant smoke from someone else's early stove. In the kitchen, the light was different, paler, edged with gold. I rinsed the rice slowly, hands moving in a familiar rhythm, water clouding and clearing again and again. The grains felt cool and alive beneath my fingers. I remembered being smaller, standing on a stool beside my mother, copying her movements, spilling water everywhere. She used to laugh softly and say nothing, just hand me a towel. The rice cooker clicked on with a quiet certainty. Soon, steam would rise, filling the room with that unmistakable scent, warm, comforting, like a promise kept. While it cooked, I stepped outside. The yard was still damp, the soil dark and rich. A thin mist hovered just above the ground, reluctant to leave. I watered the small vegetable patch, droplets catching the light as they fell. The leaves trembled slightly, then settled, satisfied. Somewhere near the fence, a cat stretched and yawned, blinking at me before resuming its slow patrol. Back inside, I heard movement upstairs. A door slid open, soft footsteps. My father appeared in the doorway, hair still tousled, eyes gentle with sleep. He nodded once, a silent greeting, and reached for the kettle. We didn't speak. We didn't need to. The sound of water pouring, the low flame catching, these were words enough. Birds gathered at the window, bold now, tapping lightly against the glass. I scattered a handful of grains outside, watching them hop closer, cautious but hopeful. Their feathers caught the morning light, each one a small miracle of brown and gray and life. The rice finished cooking with a soft click. Steam escaped as I lifted the lid, warm and fragrant, fogging my glasses and my thoughts. I fluffed it gently, careful not to rush, letting excess heat drift away. The scent filled the house, reaching even the far rooms, pulling everyone closer without asking. Breakfast was simple: rice, pickled vegetables, a small pan of eggs cooked slowly until just set. I cracked the shells carefully, listening to the gentle sizzle as they met the pan. The sound was soothing, like rain beginning to fall. My mother joined us then, tying her hair back, humming a tune I had heard all my life but never learned. She tasted the soup, added a pinch of salt, and nodded to herself. The table filled quietly, bowls placed down, chopsticks aligned, tea poured. We ate together unhurried. Outside, the morning brightened. Shadows shifted across the floor. Someone laughed softly at a memory half remembered, and the sound lingered like warmth. After breakfast, we cleaned together, plates washed, dried, and stacked. Water ran steadily, catching light in silver threads. I wiped the table, tracing circles where cups had been. The house felt lighter with each small task completed, as if it breathed along with us. Later, I sat by the window with a cup of tea. The birds returned, braver now, hopping closer to the scattered grains. Leaves rustled in the breeze. Somewhere down the road, a bicycle passed, bell chiming once before fading away. I opened a notebook and wrote a few lines, not about anything important, just the shape of the morning, the way steam curled into the air, the quiet comfort of familiar sounds. The pen moved slowly. There was no need to fill the page. Time stretched gently. The sun climbed higher, warming the wooden steps, the walls, my hands wrapped around the cup. I felt full, not just from food, but from something deeper and quieter, a sense of being exactly where I was meant to be. When I closed my eyes, I could still hear the birds, the distant wind, the steady heartbeat of the house. The day waited patiently beyond the window, but for now, this moment was enough.